Hello everyone, this is Shubhadeep welcoming you again in WBCS exam coaching. On the last episode, we have discussed on the chapter number 1. Right now on your screen, we are going to discuss the chapter 2 that includes the genetics, biotechnology and its application, ecology and environment. So starting from the genetics, genetics is a branch of biology that deals with the study of heredity and variation. As we get to know from the last episode that every living organism should have some distinguishable characters, out of which the reproduction is the vital one. So reproduction is a process by which parent can produces their offspring, and not only that but also they can transmit the characters into their offspring. So in genetics we are going to study the mechanism of origin and the transmission of hereditary characters, as well as explain the interaction between them. So right now on your screen there are some important terms which are going to be used in this chapter as follows, starting from the gene, allele, homozygous, heterozygous and cross. You can pause the video and get to know about them. Now coming to the next topic, that is the Mendel's experiment with pea. Gregor Johann Mendel was a priest at Austria who could not complete his higher education but contributed a lot in the field of genetics, because of which he is known as the father of genetics. He had made an experiment with pea plant. Right now on your screen there is a graphical representation of his experiment where there is a crossing between the tall pea plant with a short one. In the first generation all the plants were tall, while after self-fertilization they produces the 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf plant. This is known as the monohybrid cross, and the genotypic ratio of this cross is 1:2:1, while the phenotypic ratio is 3:1. There is another experiment which was made by him with the same plant, but this time he considered 2 characters of seeds. He made a cross between yellow round seeded plant with the green wrinkle seeded plant. The outcome at F1 or the first generation are all yellow and round seeded plant. But the self-fertilization showed a dramatic result where the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:1. So on the basis of these 2 experiments, he proposed some laws which are known as the Mendel's law. Those are like law of segregation, law of independent assortment and the law of dominance. On your screen there is a figure that shows all of them. Okay, so now some of the characters are there that do not follow the Mendel's law, such as incomplete dominance, like the occurrence of pink colored flower in the Mirabilis jalapa, codominance like having the patches on the cattle skin, multiple allelism like the ABO blood group in the human, and the pleiotrophy where the pleiotrophic genes causes the sickle cell anemia. Okay, so now on your screen there are some sex chromosome linked diseases like hemophilia, color blindness and hypertrichosis. Please go through them from the NCERT book. If you have any doubt then let me know. Now some of the genetic disorders are there in your screen. You can pause the video to get an idea about them. For details, please follow your textbook. Those disorders are like Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, super male and the super female. So whenever we are discussing about the genetics, we should consider the transmission of genetic materials from one generation to another. Right now on your screen there is a evidence that supports the DNA as genetic material. It is the experiment made by Griffith and is known as transformation, where living non-virulent R strain causes the death of mouse by getting the DNA from the dead H strain of Diplococcus pneumoniae. Right now on your screen there is another experiment made by Hershey and Chase where the presence of radioactive phosphorus confirms the DNA as the genetic material, and this experiment is known as transduction. So DNA or RNA are treated as genetic material. So let's start with the DNA. In your screen, it is a structure of DNA. The left one is the model structure proposed by Watson and Crick. The middle one is the staircase model, and the rightmost one is the chemical structure of DNA. During the transmission of genetic characters, DNA used to transfer its own copy. This copy making process is known as replication. Right now on your screen, double-stranded DNA makes its own copy with the help of an enzyme, that is the DNA polymerase III. And to do so, it requires some other components as topoisomerase, helicase, primase, RNA primer, DNA ligase, and so on. You can find all of them in the NCERT book of class 12. Okay, so right now on your screen, there are three types of RNA such as mRNA, tRNA, and rRNA. You can get the place of occurrence and their functions respectively from the table. On your right hand side, there is a chemical structure of RNA. So on your screen, there is a comparative study of DNA and RNA structurally. Can you tell me the differences? Then please mention them in the comment box. But before that, let me tell you, the left one is DNA and the other one is RNA. Now coming to our next point, that is the protein synthesis. That includes transcription, means the production of messenger RNA from DNA, and then translation means the production of amino acids. There is an animation that will help you to understand the topic quickly. To know more, you can go through your textbook. So we get to know how to make the proteins. But how to control the production of proteins? Because we may not require all the proteins every time. To control them, we have operons. If we do not need proteins, then the regulatory gene will produce repressor that will block the structural genes. While if we need the proteins, the inducer will bind with the repressor and will allow the structural genes to transcribe and to make the proteins as required. On your screen, it is an example of lac operon that controls the production of beta-galactosidase, beta-galactoside permease, and beta-galactoside transacetylase. There is another chapter called evolution. You have to go through some of the important topics like the differences between homologous and the analogous, Lamarckism and Darwinism, principle of Hardy-Weinberg, and industrial melanism. You can find all of them in your textbook, so go through them all. Now another important topic is ecology and environment. So ecology is a branch of biology that deals with the relations of organisms to one another and to their physical surroundings. And to explain this, we need the help of ecosystem, which is the basic fundamental unit of ecology that consists of both biotic and abiotic components, within which the biotic components are most important, such as producers, consumers, and decomposers. So each and every sustainable ecosystem must have a proper food chain where there is a sequence of organisms in which the energy flows in form of food. Now on your screen, there is a graphical representation of the relation between organisms of different trophic level, which is known as ecological pyramid. Now some of the important topics from this chapter are like Red Data Book and IUCN, name of different national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, and Ramsar site. At the same time, you have to go through some environmental issues like air pollution, within which the parts per million or ppm, suspended particulate matter or SPM, smog are important. Then water pollution, within which biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, eutrophications are important. And last but not the least is global warming, including greenhouse effect and ozone layer depletion. Now our next topic is biotechnology, that deals with the introduction of desired characters in an organism with the help of recombinant DNA technology. Right now on your screen, a desired gene is transferred to the plant with the help of suitable plasmid vector. This technique is known as recombinant DNA technology. And to apply these technologies, we need to get enough copies of desired gene, and to do so, we need a tool that can copy the DNA artificially. This is known as thermal cycler, and the process which is involved here is known as PCR. It was developed by Kary Mullis. With the help of a specialized polymerase, the DNA can make its own copy. The biotechnology is applied on development of vaccines like polio vaccine, TB vaccine, stem cell technology in the bone marrow transplantations or organ replacement, the production of hormones in an artificial way like human insulin or humulin, human growth hormones, production of monoclonal antibodies, gene therapy, and the production of genetically modified organisms. Hopefully you have get all the things. We will discuss the rest on the another episode. If you have any doubt, then let me know. Thank you.